Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Second down, here's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season. Because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pollard will take it up the gut. Sheds off the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with 1 to go. Aubrey good with the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Off the RPO, he completes it. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Prescott off play action. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Now a second and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Cowboys at 6-4 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 42 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 20. 63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts.
He's got Smith here. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Pollard, running left. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Prescott now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Cowboys are going to have it 1st and goal, so take this down to about the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Pollard. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
And they're going for another opportunity now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Pick it up. What are we doing? Oh, man.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Open man has got it, the tight end. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
Oh, man, I can't believe this. You game up. Come on. Great.
Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Second down, Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Showtime! Let's make some noise! Oh, no, I can't look. Big play! Big play! Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
47, 26.
Here's Prescott. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the red zone now, Prescott escaping the pressure right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll look to throw.
There's a screen with Gainwell.
Touchdown! Kenneth Gainwell, 23 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. He's to the 10. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way up.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Prescott now on second down. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Prescott on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Prescott to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Eagles. Justin Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. That nice pickup of 17 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gainwell gets it on the option.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Big play here. Come on, baby.
Here go 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here go 46. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles,